As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I know I'd go from rags to riches.
To me, being a gangster was better than being president of the United States. Even before I first wandered into the cab stand for an after-school job, I knew I wanted to be a part of them. It was there that I knew that I belonged. And to me, it meant being somebody in a neighborhood that was full of nobodies.
These golden dreams will not come true.
Only snacks, how are you?
Will I go from rags to
Tootie Cicero.
my fate is up to you.
Tootie. Tootie ran the cab stand and La Bella Vista Pizzeria and a few other places for his brother Paul, who was the boss over everybody in the neighborhood.
Hello, Paulie. Hey, Paulie.
Paulie might have moved slow. But it was only because Paulie didn't have to move for anybody.
Must I forever be a beggar?
You started. I started. It's your fault. Junior, here.
At first, my parents loved that I found a job across the street from the house. My father, who was Irish, was sent to work at the age of 11, and he liked that I got myself a job. He always used to say that American kids were spoiled lazy. And my mother was happy after she found out that the Ciceros came from the same part of Sicily as she did. I mean, to my mother, that was the answer to all her prayers. I was the luckiest kid in the world. I could go anywhere. I could do anything. I knew everybody, and everybody knew me. Wise guys would pull up, and Tootie would toss me their keys and let me park their Cadillacs. I mean, here I am, this little kid. I can't even see over the steering wheel, and I'm parking Cadillacs. But it wasn't too long before my parents changed their minds about my job at the cab stand.
For your mother and sister, make sure you give them to her.
For them, the cab stand was supposed to be a part-time job, but for me, it was definitely full-time. That's all I wanted to do. I see, people like my father could never understand, but I was a part of something. I belonged. I was treated like a grown-up.
Harry, look, they come 519. It's a bad
Every day I was learning to score. $1 here, $1 there. I was living in a fantasy.
Fuck is Mother Renner's spot.
Is that right?
Did you have a good day at school today?
My father was always pissed off.
Learned a lot.
He was pissed that he made such lousy money. He was pissed that my kid brother Michael was in a wheelchair. He was pissed that there were 7 of us living in such a tiny house.
Why don't you tell me about this? It's a letter from school. It says you haven't been there in months. In months? You think this is fun? I'm a bum! You want to go up to be a bum?
But after a while, he was mostly pissed because I hung around the cab stand. He knew what went on at that cab stand. And every once in a while, I'd have to take a beating. But by then, I didn't care. The way I saw it, everybody takes a beating sometime.
I can't make any more deliveries.
What do you mean you can't make any more deliveries? You're gonna fuck everything up.
My dad said he's gonna kill me. Look.
Come on with it. That in there, kid?
No.
How about him?
Nope. That's the guy.
Get him. Excuse me.
Yeah?
You haven't been home in 2 weeks. You're not going out tonight.
Hey, Karen, will you grow up? Stop. I'm still gonna go out.
Not without your car keys, you're not.
Are you nuts? Are you fucking nuts? What's your problem?
Yes, I'm nuts. Something's going on.
Stop with that already.
No.
Enough. Stop with that.
No. I'm telling you, I look in your face and I know that you're lying! Get out!
Shut up.
Get out! Get out of my life!
You're fucked up in the head, Karen. This is all in your mind.
You're a lousy bastard.
Jimmy was cutting every link between himself and the robbery, but it had nothing to do with me. I gave Jimmy the tip and he gave me some Christmas money. From then on, I kept my mouth shut. I knew Jimmy. He had the cash. It was his. I know he kicked some money upstairs to Paulie, but that was it. Made him sick to have to turn money over to the guys who stole it. He'd rather whack them. Anyway, what did I care? I wasn't asking for anything, and besides, Jimmy was making nice money with me through my Pittsburgh connections. Still, months after the robbery, they were finding bodies all over. When they found Carbone in the meat truck, he was frozen so stiff it took them 2 days to thaw him out for the autopsy. Still, I never saw Jimmy so happy. He was like a kid. We had money coming in through my Pittsburgh people, and even after a while, the Lufthansa thing began to calm down. But the thing that made Jimmy so happy that morning was that this was the day that Tommy was being made. Jimmy was so excited, you'd think he was being made. He must have made 4 calls to Tommy's house. They had a signal all set up so he'd know that the minute that the ceremony was over.
Ma, where are you?
Oh, here I am.
Home?
Home, I'm leaving. I've been here all the way.
A lot of memories.
And how?
Mike's Pete with the fucking pimples then, wasn't it?
As far as Jimmy was concerned, with Tommy being made, it was like we were all being made. We would now have one of our own as a member.